Timon of Athens, the Greek misanthrope and the allegory of human nature. With astonishment, the citizens of Athens watched Timon the Athenian, wandering through the Agora. Among the very people he was said to despise so deeply. And when the time came for the Kerykos, the herald, to ask, "Who wishes to speak?" the Athenians' surprise reached its height. Timon mounted the speaker's platform and addressed his fellow citizens.
Athenian citizens, you think of me as a misanthrope, perhaps you are right. For that is all you are capable of understanding. But to prove to you that I still care for you, I have come to offer one final service to the city and its inhabitants. Those who once robbed me, wronged me, and despised me. As you know, I built my house far from the city, so that I would not be disturbed by your presence. In its courtyard stands a fig tree, from which many of you have made a habit of hanging yourselves. Well, then I have decided to cut down this fig tree, for it blocks my sunlight. I shall cut it down on the first day of the Phallophoria festival. This gives those of you who wish to hang yourselves ample time. 7 days and 7 nights I have come to warn you, so that you may not accuse me of neglecting your needs.
Some stood stunned, others laughed uneasily, a few lowered their heads in shame. Among the crowd stood Alcibiades. He assisted Timon down from the platform, taking the opportunity to congratulate him.
I have a particular fondness for you, because soon these fools will wrong you as well, and you will not remain idle. You will bring great harm upon them, and you will be right to do so.
I heard no more, for at that moment I saw Lamachus's son, the son of the general so beloved by Aristophanes, running toward the outskirts of the city in the direction of Timon's house. I believe he carried a coil of rope in his hands. Thus I witnessed the scene as it unfolded, and my curiosity overcame me. I approached a group of philosophers seated beneath the painted stoa and asked them about Timon. They told me he had once been exceedingly wealthy, having inherited countless silver tetradrachms from his father, Echecratides. He had also inherited estates in Acarnai, Megara, and Thebes, but he had the misfortune of being surrounded by friends who exploited him. Under the pretext of the Peloponnesian War, of barren fields and failed harvests, they extracted money from him until he was left destitute, with only a single estate on the outskirts of Athens. And when his wealth was gone, his friends were gone as well. One of them, they said, spat in his face and told him that without coins in his purse he ought to kill himself, so as not to burden the earth with his weight. Another kicked him and ordered him away, calling him filthy, saying he smelled like a herm, the sort of statue drunken Athenians were fond of wetting at night. From that day onward, Timon withdrew to his estate, and perhaps began to despise humanity.
Or perhaps not,
said one of the Stoics seated among them.
Perhaps he merely discovered the true nature of humanity. Perhaps he continued to benefit his fellow men, not with money, but with something greater, with instruction.
Naturally, I understood nothing of this, but I did learn from a group of Athenian merchants who were quarreling over the price of garlic in the midst of war, that Timon had recently discovered a buried jar filled with silver tetradrachms. They claimed he was now recklessly spending this newfound fortune, mocking those very men who had once squandered the wealth he had inherited from his father. Further along, I encountered a curious man who claimed to be a soothsayer. He informed me that Timon would achieve immortality through Plutarch, who would mention him in the life of Antony, through Lucian, through Aristotle, and above all, through someone yet to come, a certain Shakespeare. Suddenly, a ragged old man approached me. He seemed to be searching for something. He looked at me and said,
You inquired about Timon. Then know this. That poor man discovered only one side of human nature, and he knew it better than anyone, but he never encountered the other. He saw Poros, the resource, and Penia, the poverty, but he never met their child, Eros. He was never fortunate enough to attain happiness, yet in his own way, he became a philosopher. And if you wish to judge him, remember this. No one does evil willingly, not even those who consumed his wealth.
And so I wandered on through those mist-laden days of Athens, days suspended somewhere between myth and history. As I departed, I thought I saw more citizens carrying ropes, following Lamachus's son. But I also glimpsed the ragged old man, and Alcibiades beside him, running to stop them.